Our next speaker is Josh Sweeney, the Director of Marketing and Growth at Multevo. Josh is someone who never settles for stale thinking. He'll present a UK first in situ life cycle patch repairs, unveiling how Multevo's innovative solution is setting a new standard in sustainable highways maintenance. Over to you, Josh.
Thank you. Hopefully you can all hear me. Can you hear me at the back? Yeah, got a thumbs up. That's good. That's me. So I look after the marketing and growth at Multevo, and I'm here today to unveil another UK first innovation delivered by ourselves. So we're really excited. We've been working on bringing this to market for about 3 or 4 years. So it's lovely that we're actually here today with something we're going to be able to show you. Before I get into that, I wanted to give you a bit of an overview on us. So for those who has heard of Multevo, right? So I need to educate you guys over there then who didn't put your hands up. This just gives you an overview on what we do. This sums it up in a short, but we've grown over the years really significantly. We're at about 370 people in the business now. About 5 or 6 years ago, we probably had 30 operatives. So we really are growing at a fast pace. That's the reason this year we got announced in the Financial Times as one of the top 400 fastest growing companies in Europe. So we're on a really good trajectory, and it's down to the innovation that we bring to a lot of our contracts. We deliver in-house as well, which makes us unique. And last year we won 2 awards. So we won the Collaborative Partnership Award, which is an LQIG award, as well as Highways Team of the Year. So it's all going on. And this is the type of stuff that we're delivering. So we're an in-house contractor delivering an end-to-end service across a range of different sectors. The bulk of our business is highway maintenance, but we work on the motorways, we're doing tree works, grass cutting, civils, groundwork. So we're a really multifaceted organisation, and we maintain plant and service. What makes us unique as a contractor is this end-to-end service delivery. We call it our turnkey delivery model. What that effectively means is we're not only are we delivering the job like on a plant and labour basis, but we're getting involved at an early stage in the asset management cycle, identifying defects, working with the client to survey the network, bringing AI and other innovations in there, delivering different work streams through different treatment methods and everything else you see on there. So it's this end-to-end service that makes us unique. We're all about innovation. So one of the innovations that we're most known for is the multi-hug, which you can see on screen there, which is a really proven way to repair potholes and patches with the planer on that machine that you can use for a range of different services. So we supply this kit up and down the UK. You can add attachments on. This is a demo we did a few years ago now where we won the Innovation Award at LQIG's Innovation Festival. We were doing hedge cutting, de-icing, floodwater pumping, planing, sweeping and paving with one machine. So this is what we've built our business on, is that multifaceted aspect. And we're always looking to improve. So we launched a few years ago now a hydrogen and HVO model of that to try and reduce our carbon. Before I get into the innovation I'm here to talk about, I wanted to just touch base on what we do and some of the outcomes we've delivered for customers. So I've got Shropshire on there as a case study. So to set the scene, we use the innovations that I showed earlier, things like the multi-hog planer attachment, to support Shropshire in the delivery of potholes. So when we came onto contracts, they were doing a lot of temporary repairs. They had a lot of defects on the network. We came in and within a year, we've been able to reduce those potholes down from 8,500 to about 2,000. And we did that through fixing first time, through efficient planning and going back to sound materials and planning it in a way that once we go on site, we're doing the job properly at first time of asking. So we've not got repeat visits. And council analysts, according to Shropshire, reckon that if they wouldn't have had our service level turnkey intervention, those figures would have gone through the roof. Thankfully, that didn't happen. And these are some of the outcomes. This is what we've won awards for in terms of reducing cost of repairs by fixing first time. And the numbers speak for themselves on there. Public satisfaction goes up. So the reason I've put that in there is to set the scene, really. We've achieved these numbers through the innovations that I've just shown you. What I believe these new innovations will do is really transform what we're all about here. So let's show you what we're bringing to you. We're calling it our Recycle, Rejuvenate repair system. We love a video on Multevo. It's like a high-end car reveal. Wouldn't you agree? I can see a few people nodding. So there you have it. There you have it. That's what the machine looks like. You can see it outside. We're going to be demoing this at 2:30 today. I wanted to talk about what it actually does, what it is. So it's an in-situ recycling system that repairs potholes, patches, defects at surface course only. It's a cold recycle process. We're delivering this as part of our end-to-end service. You can work up to 100 mil. In-situ recycling isn't new, but in-situ recycling on this scale is completely new. And to do it with one relatively small compact machine on site is what we believe is a game changer. I'll talk you through the process. Effectively, what you're doing, you'll be able to see this later if you come to the demonstration. We plane the patch and then add a rejuvenator in and refine the millings to anywhere from 10 to 12 mil. Then we mix that and then we're just ready. It's ready for compaction. So it's a really simple procedure. So yeah, to go into a bit more detail, you can see the inner workings of the system here. We're planing the material. The plane is driving it into a second chamber, which crushes those planings into a finer particle. The next phase is the mixing phase. At this point, you close the back drum for crushing. You run the planer over the millings, and then you add in the rejuvenator to mix the solution. And after that, you just compact the material. So this is from a trial that we did earlier in the year with a local authority, county council. Effectively, we believe this is a game changer because you're losing much less equipment on site. You can open the repair to traffic instantly, and it's low cost because you're using the material that you're replacing. We've done a core sample there to give you an indication of what it looks like. You've also got an image, if you can see that behind me, of what the actual repair looks like after. Why would you do this? Don't get me wrong, you're not going to in situ recycle every patch. There's always going to be a requirement for fresh materials. But I think that this has really got a place for pre-surface dressing programs, and also for moving away from your reactive temporary repairs, because you've got a system here that will create a long-lasting repair without all of the other added bits of equipment you need on site. You can get in and out on site with this machine potentially without the need to permit, because the process is sped up so much. You're not excavating the material off-site, you're not sweeping it, you're simply reusing what you've got there and then. So it's a much quicker. You can see some of the benefits. We're going to be combining this as part of our service delivery model with our hydrogen machines. So not only are we going to be recycling the asset, the only thing you add into this whole process from a materials point of view is the rejuvenator. If we're running this on a hydrogen HVO machine, we think that it's a real game changer. You can also road the machine to site as well. So you're not having to have a transportation vehicle take it from A to B. So you can move up the road, if you will. From a productivity point of view, it's very less disruption. There's a lot less disruption, should I say, simply because you've got one machine. The only other thing you need to complete the repair is a roller. We will be integrating a roller onto the horse carrier vehicle. So then we've got a true one machine solution. We won't need to take a roller to site because it'll be integrated on the machine. But like any innovations, these things don't all happen at once. So that's going to be a game changer. We've, on average, achieved about 150 square meters of repairs a day. You're not limited in size, really. The milling head itself is a meter wide, but again, you're targeting areas that you can start to see defects coming back in. The materials of a sound enough quality that you want to reuse it. Then from a safety point of view, yeah, it's pretty clear. You can probably operate this with 2 to 3 people in the gang. So it's and if you think about the productivity, if you are comparing this to guys with a jackhammer or something, it's chalk and cheese. And from an efficiency point of view, there is no costs of additional materials. The only additive that you need is this rejuvenator. So, all right, to finish up for the last 5 minutes, I just wanted to talk about how we're going to deliver this as part of our wider service offering. So what we do as part of our turnkey solution for local authorities is support the council to understand where the asset's deteriorating and then to come up with a programme of works based on sound asset knowledge to deliver different treatments, the right level of intervention at the right time to achieve savings. So we utilise on-the-ground surveyors to understand the network. We also integrate AI technology on our vans so we can understand where we think deteriorations are going to turn into potholes, and then we can apply a preventative program of works to get on top of that before we start having potholes appear. We do all the planning, we do all the permitting, we liaise with residents, councillors, businesses, letter drops, all that type of stuff to make people aware of what we're going to be doing. And then we deliver a range of different treatments, again, according to what we believe is the right level of intervention. So recycled rubber mastic, thermal repairs, planing, patching, as well as the in situ system that we've got there. So I suppose this is just to be able to deliver what we believe is the right level of intervention for what the conditions of the road are telling us. We measure it all through our own dashboards that we've developed. They give customers complete transparency. People can see where we're working in a given time, how much outputs we're doing before, during, and after photos. If it's materials, what temperatures we're delivering them at, and that's completely visible through the client. So there's nowhere to hide. Everything's transparent. Quality, health and safety, you name it. Emissions, they're all recorded within that dashboard. So that is a bit of a quick overview. It's not that technical. I don't do technical, but it gives you an overview on what we're doing, where we're going. And as I say, if you've got any questions, come and see us on the stand. There's about 12 of us dotted around the place today. So thank you. Demos at half 2. See you there.
Thanks, Josh. Just soon. Well, that's spot on time.
There you go.
Are there any quick questions for Josh that's burning now that you have to ask rather than catch up with him later? Quite happy to do that.
Morning, Josh.
How are you doing?
Darcy County Council. I know you're in our area at the moment. I had to start some work. You say it doesn't need additional material, but I think it will do, because if you're doing potholes, then that will have material missing.
Yeah.
So when you recycle that and compact it, you're even have low surface levels,
Yes.
or you're going to have material to it to make up that loss.
You're quite right, Kevin. It's not always. You don't always have that void, if you will. Depends on the level of deterioration. What we found is sometimes you don't actually realise, depending on the compaction of the material and everything, until you actually begin the process, you don't know if there's going to be that requirement for additional products. If you do need additional products, we simply add in extra planings. So the guys will arrive on site with planings in the vehicle, and if they do feel the need for that, they'll apply that. What we've found through the trials that we've been doing, when you're actually as well compacting the product, is sometimes that it will sit a bit proud, and that's because it takes time for the rejuvenator to almost bond and set. So then you find that it'll get to that level. What we were doing early on is over compacting like it was hot material, and if you do that, then you're going to get almost like a bit of a void. But yeah, if in answer to your question, you just chuck in additional planings.
There you go. Thanks for that. I did think about that myself. Yeah, that's it. Thanks very much. Thank you, Josh. Again, don't forget your CPD for this session.